Hello, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I am here today to talk about the Distinguished Club Program. This is a program that Toastmasters International initiated to help keep club members as well as clubs strong, vital, and growing in their process. Now, this program has a variety of different things that we need to accomplish as a club. And of course, in order to accomplish that as a club, we need the club members to be working on their path and accomplishing levels in their path. So the first criteria to accomplish this is that you have to have at least 20 members in your club or a club growth of at least 3 members from the beginning of the year. Then, as you'll see, there's 10 different points here. And for each one of those points, the club will get an award. So the first one is level 1. It is a requirement of 4 level 1 awards. Number 2 is 2 level 2 awards. Number 3 is 2 more level 2 awards. Number 4 is 2 level 3 awards. Number 5 is either a 4, 5, or a DTM. And then number 6 is 1 more level 4, 5, or DTM award. Number 7 is 4 new members. Number 8 is 4 more new members. Number 9 is for the club officers to be trained for both training periods, both in the spring and the fall. And point number 10 is membership renewal and officers list online, or excuse me, on time online. So for each one of these, the club will get a point. If there's 5 points, you become a distinguished club. If there are 7, it will be a select distinguished club. And if we gain 9 points, it would be President's Distinguished Club. So as you can see, this helps the club and the members to see where we are, where we're going, and how we can get those accomplished. So this time, I'd like to share with you how we have progressed so far this year. And as I mentioned before, we have to have that either 20 members or a growth of 4. Excuse me, a growth of 3. Well, we started out this year, we had 11. We now have 10 members. So that requires that we have 14 members in total. So that means we need to get at least 4 new members to be even eligible for this program. So as we look down the chart, you can see these checks. And these checks are, we have 2 level 2s. We have 2 level 3s. We have 1 level 4, 5, or DTM, and then another 4, 5, or DTM. Then we see down here that we have had our officers put on the website on time. Now there's another one here, which we will get if we get 1 more officer that's trained. And I'm signed up, so I know that will be something that will be accomplished. So that is 6, which means if we get 14 total, 4 more, and we get this, we'll have 6, which means we will be distinguished Toastmaster, or distinguished on the club success plan. So instead of going through and explaining where our club is in regard to accomplishing these, what I'd like to do next is transition to what is called the moments of truth. And with the moments of truth, it's a way that we can evaluate how our club's doing and then hopefully make improvements in our club so that we will become a stronger, more vital club as we continue the rest of the year. So the first thing is that this is moments of truth, as I mentioned. And the first criteria is first impressions. What this basically means is when a new individual walks into the room, how were they greeted? Are they greeted with a handshake, a welcome? Do we have somebody at the door that can encourage them to fill out information so that we can follow up on their visit? are their name tags. And by the way, as we're going through this, I want you to jot down if you come up with any suggestions or ideas along the way so that we can improve our club. But one of the things that's listed here is name tags. And one of the things that we could easily do is add name tags. Is the room professionally arranged? And yes, we have great helpers that come and help us set up the room that always looks professional. Are guests invited to address the club? In this club, we always ask that the guest introduce themselves at the beginning of the meeting. And then at the end of the meeting, we do ask if they felt that what they liked about the meeting or didn't like about the meeting. And of course, we do invite our guests to join. The next criteria is membership orientation. So once an individual becomes a member, then how do we handle that situation? And in our club, we not only vote our members in, we also have an induction into our club to make our club members official. Then we assign a mentor, and that mentor works individually with the new member and teaches them about the pathways, how to get started, where to find material and information. And there's actually, if you are a mentor in the club, there is this form that I find very helpful. It's called the new member profile sheet. And this is a great way to get acquainted with your new mentee and find out what their goals are. I mean, after all, my goals may be one thing, but my mentee might be someone who's looking for something else. Maybe one individual wants to speak more, another one wants more leadership skills. So find out what the new member is interested in learning and how they want to grow. Encourage them to then begin to sign up for roles and start out small and then eventually build those roles. And of course, encourage your speaker to get started with their icebreaker. Our next is fellowship and communication. Fellowship and communication, of course, we're going to start again by existing community. We have enjoyable educational meetings planned. We always know ahead of time our themes are planned for the whole year. We have regular scheduled social events. We have a Christmas party, a Halloween party. We have an open house at least one a year. We sometimes participate with inter-club connections where we have another club that we join together and we have meetings together. And then we also have a website where we publish the information, and then we also have somebody who updates District 10 and meeting organizations. Now, we have our website again where people can just simply go on and immediately sign up for whatever roles they want to fill that particular month. Do they want to give a speech? There's place there as well. Let's begin and end on time. Good with that. Creative table topics. Always remember that in this club, whoever is the table topics master, we do have a theme for table topics, but we don't have to use the theme. And you can be as creative as you want to. Louise is certainly a wonderful demonstration of creative table topics. So see if you can change it up into something. Our evaluations are very positive, and we encourage our members to also add extra so that we can ways we that might be helpful. Membership strength. Now, this is a place that we goals, 20 members in our club. And the way we do that is to have good meetings, have meetings that fit all the standards of Toastmasters. Ways that we might improve is to community awareness. We might set up a table in regard to Toastmasters. Let's have a table set up so that people can be aware of Toastmasters. So giving a talk on Toastmasters. So these are some of the things that we are already planning to help on our membership and strengthening it. And certainly, whether you're a member of this club or come up with any ideas, please feel free to let me know, and hopefully we can get those there. And we also have been doing flyers every month. Next is achievement and recognition. Where is this here? And the way we try to work on that is by getting the awards recognized when people have them. Fortunately, the way the pathways is set up, as soon as you get done with a pathway, you can plug it into pathways, and then somebody will have to okay it, and you're immediately given credit for that particular also offering achievement award recognition when somebody does achieve a pathway or some upgrade in it. One other thing is to find out what motivates people. And there are a number of things that motivate people. One of them is money. Now, in joining Toastmasters as a member, sorry about that. This is getting top heavy. Money is not something that is experienced as far as when we start out, but perhaps you might want to become a professional speaker. And though the tools and the skills that you learn in Toastmasters might help you to come to that point, just in the club right now where we are, we don't necessarily go in that direction. Second one is praise. Everybody likes praise, even if you're a advanced Toastmaster. When we give evaluations, you want to give positive feedback as well as suggestions, because people that have been around a long time want to know specifically what needs to be done that might be helpful to improve. But even if you are an advanced speaker, you want to be sure you remember that praise. I remember being in an advanced club, and this one gal, I don't think she liked me. I don't know for sure, but she would give these evaluations where she said absolutely nothing positive to me, and had a whole list of things that I should have done differently. Now, fortunately, I was established enough in my Toastmaster abilities and skills that I didn't take this personally. But I mean, I actually had people that came up to me after the meetings often and would say, I don't know what her problem is and why she has a vendetta out on you. So we have to make sure that this continues forward, even for people who have been around for some time. Public recognition, one of the things that we can do in Toastmasters, and I believe it's even on the application where you can check it, if you want your boss to find out about how you're progressing in Toastmasters, that we can do that. And promotion. Promotion is not exactly the same as you might in a job situation with Toastmasters, but as mentors especially, we want to encourage our members to step up. Maybe somebody's fairly new, but they haven't given their icebreaker. You might want to encourage them to get that on the calendar, or maybe try a different skill. I know in our recent contest, Louise encouraged people to step up that had never done a role that would be required in that. And then, of course, more responsibility. And we want to start out with small skills in regard to filling roles, but eventually we want people to step into more responsible roles like the Toastmaster or the general evaluator. So fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, do you have any thoughts or suggestions in regard to how we can further promote our club? So I see no hands, so I'm just going to throw out a couple that I came forth with, and one was name day. Another one is to perhaps promote in our community Toastmasters, and we'll continue working with flyers, and I hope people are passing them out and putting them in coffee houses or your local library. And then finally, I know Kiwanis was teaming with Toastmasters, and perhaps we can connect with a Kiwanis club or two and see if we can promote Toastmasters in that way. So fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, I hope this has been helpful to get you a clear vision of how we can build, grow, and maintain our club and make our club the best club in District 10.